Hi, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your June 30th to July 6th, 2024 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, and it gets this channel seen by more people. So thank you so very much. And as always, the cards will tell you what you need to know, not what you want to know. Let's begin. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Fantastic. Okay. So we are crowned with the energy of, I love it, of the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is us coming through. It's fire, it's tenacity, it's determination, it's focus, it's insight. It is also us being super driven. We're looking at the transformation within ourselves, but also how we're transforming, how we're growing, how we're pushing the envelope, how we're like setting new challenges for ourselves and being able to meet them. So this is going to be a time where we have really great expectations for ourselves. We have really big plans, but we also have this real work ethic and this real sense of like putting our nose to the grindstone and getting it done. Now, can we have a bit of a temper during this time when fire sign energy comes up? Yeah, it can be. We can get really, really passionate about things and be a little bit snippy with those who don't see it. So just being mindful of that will actually really help you to achieve your goals faster and to move forward with more ease without, sitting there and being like, oh my gosh, what's this frustration? Like, why is this energy so chaotic? It moves us then to the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles is needing things to be in balance, but it's also certain things not being in balance. You know, it's juggling a lot, it's taking on a lot of responsibility, it's looking at things, it's being very, very focused. But again, you have a lot on your plate. Now, as an Aries, we can kind of thrive when we have a lot of things on our plate, a lot of things that we're going after, looking towards, moving towards. So being aware of this is going to be super important, but also knowing that we are going to take on a lot. And then when we take on a lot, we can feel overwhelmed and needing just to say, hey, you know what? I feel overwhelmed, or this isn't right for me, or, whatever it is, or being able to kind of like make a priorities list can be for ourselves too. That would be very, very beneficial. But also emotions can be running high just because we have a lot on our plate. Then we have the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So with the Page of Pentacles reversed, there is some blockage coming forward from when we were younger around money. Okay, so when we were a child, just being aware of that, we can see ourselves kind of falling into that pattern. So being aware of that is going to be super important. Also, with the Page of Pentacles, you can have an earth sign energy, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. You can be born on the cusp of Taurus or have this energy in your chart, and it can be acting a little bit childish. You can be acting a little bit childish when it comes to money or what you value as much as money, and a real sense of being hyper like vigilant with things, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it can take away from the joy of of what we want, of what we're trying to build. So just being aware of that, we can be a little bit too strict during this time. But it's also then we're going to go to the other extreme of, instead of just being like super strict with ourselves, which we might say, okay, that'll save us money, that'll move us forward, fine, I'll be strict. But then we can rebel against our own strictness and be like a child. It's like, I'm just going to buy everything because, I deserve it, type of deal. So just being aware of that. It then leads us to the Queen of Cups, right? The Queen of Cups. Yeah, the Queen of Cups with that giant cup in her hand. And this is just loving, nurturing, brilliant energy. This is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So if you're born on the cusp with Pisces, if you have water sign energy in your chart, this comes through very nurturingly, very healingly, very positively. This can also be being a little bit too nurturing, being a little bit too like, okay, well, they just need time. They're going to get it. They're going to get it type of thing. So just be aware of that, which is kind of in odds with our fiery our fiery, King of Wands energy that completely embodies us. So know that we can be a little bit like out of balance within our own self during this time with those energies coming forward. So being aware of this. But this is also, again, a water sign energy or somebody who's just very loving, very nurturing, very caring, very supportive, being in our lives and really helping us to move forward. It brings us then to the Seven of Pentacles. And this is hard work and patience and dedication and patience and determination and patience. And patience keeps on coming in with the Seven of Pentacles. So just knowing that we are going to have to be patient to see the fruits of our labors come forward and to really see the payoff that we want. It doesn't mean that we wait forever and ever and ever, but what it does mean is that we are patient with the way that we are building things. We know that things take time. We are patient with ourselves for growing and learning and gaining an understanding. It moves us then to the Hermit reverse. And the Hermit reverse is Virgo energy, okay? Now, if we have Virgo in our chart, if we have Virgo in our life, just know that this energy isn't necessarily going to ring the truest with us or be the best for us. We're also going to really rebel against sitting quietly within our own energy and within our own self. We're going to want to be out, pushing, doing, going, getting, and so that is going to be something that's really important here, because Spirit's like, okay, well, what do you hope to achieve? What do you hope to succeed at? And that's going to be a really important question for us, because we have all this energy that's like, I'm going to get it, right? I'm going to get there and I'm getting there and I'm doing this, but it's like, what do you really, really want? And it brings us then to the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If we have air sign energy in our chart, if we have air sign energy in our life, that's just super important right now. We're very comfortable with the sacred masculine energy coming forward. We also have like the best sacred feminine energy come forward, like the most nurturing of all the queens is here in this reading. And with the King of Swords, we have a tremendously gifted mind. We have a way of looking at things, cutting through doubts, fears, negativities, hurts, and pains, really cutting to the heart of what it is that we want, embracing our voice, cutting through nonsense that has been jiggling around in our head. And we're like, oh, well, what about this? What about that? And it's like, no, just get to the heart of the matter and move things forward. And that's actually going to be one of the things during this time here, Aries, that serves us so well. We take the reins and it's like, okay, just get me to the heart of the matter. Let me just cut out all the noise, because we can get bogged down with all the noise, and let me get to the center of things. Now let's see what Spirit has to say. And if we're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put the sun in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced at random. So good luck to everyone. And if you're interested in purchasing a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It's linked in the description box below. We then have the Canary, and it says, step forward now and sing your song. There is power in finding your voice. And that is just so very true. And that is so very positive for us during this time. It's like, I need to be me. I need to know what it is that I want, what it is that I'm working and sacrificing and building towards, and really have that firm goal. It doesn't mean that I have to be a multimillionaire and drive the fanciest car and live in the most exclusive zip code. It means that I am proud of what I do. I'm finding my voice, I'm embracing my voice, and I am proud of me. It moves us then to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Now this is forgiveness, reverse. This is the heart chakra. We need to embrace forgiving ourselves, forgiving others, releasing. And that is going to be important. Now, not releasing things and being like, no, that person, wronged me, that wasn't right. That does fuel us. We do work very well with that. That energy, kind of like vengeance is mine energy. But here with the heart chakra, it is opening up our heart. It is opening ourselves up to what we love, to what we want to build, and what we are discovering for ourselves. And it's really embracing our healing, and it's really seeing us. So yes, it's forgiving others, right? But it's mainly forgiving ourselves. And that is going to be one of the most empowering things and one of the most important things we ever do in our life. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. So we have two. We have the Five of Cups reversed, which is, change your mind, change your life. And we're like, no, thank you. I'm good. I'm going to see it just like this. And then it's the world opening to us. And we get really distracted right now with like all the glitz and the glam and the sparkly bits, or the idea of adventure. Aries is really going to call to us, and we're going to be like, oh my gosh, why don't I just, go and discover this, or go here, or look at this, or look at that. And Spirit's like, no, let's look at you. It's not about the rest of the world. It's about the universe within you, and it's about your own power. And it's looking at things very differently for yourself. And with the Five of Cups reversed, there is that sense of I need to change the way I'm looking at things, but we're going to get very stuck in, no, this is right, or this is the way it should be, or, kind of like the ego is going to take over, and that's just not going to serve us well, and never does. With the King of Wands, again, it's that transformation. We are embracing a time of transformation, of empowerment, of a deeper understanding of ourselves, what we want, where we're headed, where we're going. And it's just also just a sense of grit, right? A grit and gumption, where it's like, I'm going to do this. And people will be like, well, why and how? And, all those valid questions. And it's like, no, I know I'm going to do this. And it's stepping into that power. We need to find a balance within ourselves. And that's going to be really important. Our emotions or the emotions of other people can knock us off our tracks. So just being aware of this is also going to be a very important thing with the Two of Pentacles. It's like, I need to find that balance within me. I need to look at one thing at a time. That can also be a very important thing. We're trying to do too much. Yes, we're good at multitasking, but what it's going to more be like, it's like cooking a big course meal. And then if you have a sous chef, right, that can help you, and you're in a restaurant like setting and you're trained for that, that's great. But doing one thing at a time is going to be really, really, really helpful for us. Even if it seems like it was all timed perfectly to come together, it's like, no, everything was just on warming pans, right? Type of thing. And then we have here with the Page of Pentacles, the sense of prosperity, right? But also this question of it. And we can act out rather childishly. So if we're looking at things and being like, why did I impulse buy this? Or why did I, do XYZ? It's because of this. It's this energy that's coming forward, that we have to look at ourselves and say, okay, what is really important to me? And when I was little, what was really important to me? When I looked at money, when I looked at finances, what did I see for myself? And what do I want for myself? It's connecting with our inner child, our inner way of seeing money, whether it was a form of power, a form of control, a form of freedom. What was it? And how are we calling it to us? And then when we, kind of act out rebelliously around prosperity and our right to prosperity, it's calling ourselves out on that. And with the Queen of Cups, it's embracing healing and love and compassion. It's slowing things down. You will find that during this time, having that one friend or that one person that you talk to that sees you and hears you, that's going to be worth their weight in gold. It could be a family member, it can be a friend, but also having that compassion for yourself. But I see this more as an outside energy coming in, where it's just like, I just need somebody to talk to, where I don't have to be strong all the time. I don't have to, wear the mask that I've become so used to wearing. And as the Emperor, right, we're represented by the Emperor in the major arcana. We're used to people like portraying a certain, it's not even bravado. It's like, we believe that we need to step into our strength and we need to show that strength forward. And it's just a natural part of who an Aries is. And when we feel threatened or when we feel overwhelmed and when we're in a negative space, yes, that benevolent ruler can become the tyrant, but we need to see the power within ourselves. So outwardly, we need that soft place to rest our head. We need that compassion and that love, because what we're building towards and what we're working towards during this week is, it's not going to come to fruition instantaneously. Like by the end of the week, wipe your hands, everything's done and perfect. It is taking time, and we're building and we're growing and we're gaining an understanding, and we have to have patience with ourselves. But we want things to be outwardly seen so intensely and so powerfully that we can lose sight. So just being aware of that is going to be important. It's like, what dream are we nurturing within ourselves that we need to birth forward? Because that is also going to be an important thing during this time. But we're going to be like, oh, well, I just need to be in the middle of everything to gain more of an understanding or insight. And what the Hermit is saying here, even though it's reversed, like, we don't want to turn inward, but it's going to be so important for us too. And then with the King of Swords, it's knowing our voice and it's knowing our mind and it's cutting through doubts and fears. It's also this real sense of like, what do I stand for? What's important to me? How do I move me forward? Where is it that I want to be? It's asking the questions, but it's also embracing, this metamorphosis of mind, the sense of, I've been training so long and so hard and working, towards this, and this is where I need to be. This is what is right for me. It brings us then to our subconscious spirit message, which is the Kingfisher right here. I don't know if you can see that. And then it says, prosperity is flowing. Have faith that you will receive it in the perfect form. And I love that. The prosperity is flowing. Have faith that you will receive it in the perfect form. So just know that it's coming, and it might be packaged a little bit differently than we had expected, which can kind of throw us a bit for a loop. So just being aware of that is going to be really helpful to us and really positive. It moves us then to our chakra energy, which is our solar plexus chakra. And here we have self mastery. This is our determination. We're listening to our gut. We're mastering ourselves by really connecting with our body and connecting with the healing of our body, like the voice of our gut and our brain, so powerfully connected. And this is going to be a time where we take in that energy and that power. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. And we had that there. We had the page of Pentacles reverse. And here we have like, hey, be mindful of the page of Pentacles. Again, earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It can be somebody who's very manipulative with money, but it's also this energy of like, I deserve this. And it's like, well, why? Why do you deserve this? You can be dealing with a very entitled person, kind of very much acting like a spoiled child. Or we can have moments during this time ourselves where we're like, but I deserve this. I work so hard for XYZ, and I want. And we have to step back and say, okay, I'm throwing a temper tantrum. I'm not letting that get me off course from my dreams and from where I want to be in the long run. So just being aware of that is going to be a very helpful thing, and a thing that kind of calms us down and centers us. We then have the Three of Pentacles coming forward, and we do collaborate very well with people during this time. If they have the same goals as us and they are as driven and work as hard, oh my gosh, will they be like our best friends? We'll be like, yes, this is what we're achieving. This is what we're going after. This is how we're doing it. Jump on board. So yeah, embracing that energy is going to be fantastic. All right. All right, Aries. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aries. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.